about Mo first.
Yeah, I think maybe we should just recap on what that situation was, because only 4 of us know
Alright.
what that means.
Well, yeah, of course. No, we got to tell the whole story. Because obviously before, to all our listeners, before we used to sidestep around the issue because it was a bit, you don't want to, not that the fucking Metropolitan Police would ever listen to this fucking podcast, but you never know.
But you don't want to shout, like,
you're a drug dealer!
Yeah, and stuff like,
But many, many years ago, and for the last many, many years, we've been buying...
Since at least 2008.
2008. We have been purchasing marijuana from a off-license in Acton called Grapevine.
Allegedly.
No, it's not alleged. No.
Just in case.
It's gone to court. He's in prison.
Yeah, well, I may or may not have done the same thing. I'll just throw that out there. Please continue.
You may or may have not done what? That sold drugs?
No. What? Who said that? So yeah, Grapevine.
So anyway, Grapevine. So yeah,
it's an off license on a road in Acton.
Yeah, in a nice part of town. Well, nice-ish. It was very near Acton Central Station. So for years we used to go there. Like, it was a really weird setup.
We found out through like a friend of a friend, and then kind of got introduced, and
we lived across the road.
Yeah, afterwards.
That helped.
Yeah.
So yeah, so over the last 8 years, we've just always bought so much fucking herb off the man. It was a good.
If there's no rude boys on bikes around, fuck, I'm gonna have to go down Acton. But there was always a place to go where you knew
opening hours. You were always guaranteed Monday to Saturday that you could go down there and pick up some herb. And well, not always guaranteed.
All of us, all the boys that have been down there have been screwed once or twice on the shutters being down.
Oh yeah. Oh, man's got to have a holiday. Man's got to spend all his fucking earnings. Like.
Of course. Well, that's what you'd think.
Yeah. So anyway, the other day, well, a few months ago, our good pal Boise happens to go past and...
Because he was going there.
Yeah. It wasn't just one... The same reason all of us went down to Acton.
It weren't nostalgia.
And the federales were in there and Mo was getting arrested. He got done. Banged up to rights.
Mm-hmm.
8 years is a long time, though, to get away with it.
Well, that we know of.
Yeah, he was probably doing it long before we turned up, wasn't he?
Yeah, because and it was always kind of strange to me that he hadn't been done before, because I mean the only thing keeping that from police knowledge is like
good clientele.
Is the decency of the people buying.
He was very particular who he sold to. You couldn't.
Yes, he certainly was.
You couldn't send your mate in there and just say, just go in and buy some.
I tried it once and he was like, nah. The guy was like, I went all the way down there, and he said, no, come on, Scotty, blah, blah, blah. So I spoke to him and he was just, all he said to me was, oh yeah, he looked like a cop. I was like, alright. Yeah, he wasn't, there wasn't a sign outside.
No, but I think if I don't think you'd have to be fucking Columbo to stand outside and watch as tons and tons of people walk into an off license and come out with nothing.
Yeah, that probably happened more often than not.
It's not like and anyone could go in the shop and see that he didn't have great deals on cigarettes or anything like that.
Mm.
But yeah, so he got done. He had shitloads of weed. How much money was it? 180 grand.
180 grand in notes.
£180,000 in the building. A shotgun.
Yeah, sawn off
shotgun. Some
CS gas. Canisters.
I don't know why the fuck you'd need that. What's he going to do? Throw that into the middle of Churchfield Road? And...
You've seen Batman, to create a diversion. You throw one down, and then when everyone goes, where's he gone?
But then you stick the 180 grand in your back pocket and leg it like.
I'm not sure that would fit in your back pocket.
Only that sort of canister.
2 suitcases.
That canister would only be effective if you were like, not if you were in your own shop. They're gonna trace it back to you. They're not gonna walk into the shop. You throw the canister and they're like, who was that?
Well, maybe like going to McDonald's and throwing one, and then before they know what happened, it's like, where have all the nuggets gone? They've all disappeared. But yeah, so yeah,
well, it's a sad.
They found coke as well.
Yeah, how long did it get?
We didn't know.
No, he never
that he
offered
sold.
us.
No, never once mentioned that.
I didn't. But there were a couple of occasions we got a bit of coke off him. Someone got a bit of coke. I remember. I think it was Boise or something
Yeah,
like
I think that was really early when we lived in Acton.
I don't think anyone ever really asked him.
No, we're not really that. It's something.
To be honest, it's not the sort of thing that I'd want to be able to walk into a shop and get coke, because the temptation would be too high to go and get it all the time.
Yeah, you say that, but no, it's never really been our bag.
Well, no, it's too fucking expensive,
Yeah,
mate. We're too poor.
We would do it and be like, that was fun, but it's not like, let's do that again on Friday.
No.
Let's do that again on...
I've never understood people who like, yeah, you know, yeah, the mad night, we did like 4 wraps, and you think, what, you spent 200
quid, yeah, that's all I hear.
Yeah, I don't
4
think
wraps,
that
what?
only 4 grams. Oh yeah, that sounds like a good night. I think.
Plus money to get in, plus money
whatever
on
else you
drinks.
spent on that fucking day. No.
Yeah.
That's just a ridiculous amount. But some people, they don't bat an eyelid.
No.
I'll tell you that.
Well, they can't have a good time without it. Those people are well down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Oh, it makes me social, it makes me this. No, it doesn't. Cocaine is not a social drug.
No.
Because being social is not doing something that makes you just talk at someone.
It makes you a bit mad as well, and it makes you... When the thing with the coke is that it's all good at the beginning, but then everyone's trying to get more. Do you know what I mean?
And it's dwindling.
There's that kind of... You can see behind everyone's eyes.
They're doing maths.
Well, yeah, and they're kind of, you know, they'd fucking stab you in the fucking back to get another fucking line. But they wouldn't. But I always get that feeling.
Well, it's like one of the parties we went to...
he's got some, yeah.
A party I went to where I was part of the inner circle. So everyone kind of got a line. Then, you know, an hour later, a few people kind of aren't allowed upstairs to do it. And then another hour later, even less amount of people, until it gets to the core inner circle.
The people
of,
that
like,
paid for it.
The people that paid for it and have it in their pocket. You ain't coming up. And that's, yeah, it's kind of that's the thing I didn't like about it. Because the first few are like, yeah, this is great, I feel amazing, woohoo-hoo. And then you start coming off it really quickly.
Yeah.
And that's when you start getting that weird, like, yeah, I want another bump. I need another bump.
It's so
should we get more?
Moorish.
Should we get more?
So
I've been at a
Moorish.
party, Liam, finished it, gotten in a cab, got more, and came back to the party. That's pretty special. Wouldn't do that for a, you know...
Chicken McNugget.
No.
Nah.
But anyway, yeah, so apparently, yeah, he had all sorts of mad shit. And he got 8 years, and I just happened to... One of my favourite websites in the world is the Kilburn and Brent Times, because I just want to know what's going on in the area. I never look at anything other than crime and court.
Yeah, and then, you know, you might find out about a cool serial killer around here, or you might find out someone you knew,
Yeah.
you know, got sent down, or...
There's practical stuff as well, like there's always confidence tricksters, and I'm quite close to a few very old ladies here.
Yeah.
And when I say quite close,
Well, they're all around.
I mean, then, you know, grew up. So I kind of feel a little bit responsible. I'm their IT man. Whenever anything goes wrong, of course, I go in and fix it and stuff. And sometimes you'll get stories about people that are pretending to be British Gas and coming in and doing them over and stuff like that.
Oh,
so
happens a lot.
I keep my eye on that website. I'm out of work, about to leave, and I just check it, and there's Mo's fucking big old face. I was like, no. And that's where I read about it, and I told a few people.
Oh, it did the rounds quickly.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it was a big moment in our life, Scott. It's like it's the end of like a chapter, you know, of grapevines, because it kind of it's like
Used to bump into one another there.
it's a bit like Cheers. I was gonna say,
Yeah.
where everybody knows your name.
You would actually bump into people.
yeah, be like,
Hey!
hey, you alright? You kind of go and see Mo.
I
Like,
wonder what you're doing here.
why would I ever go into Acton ever again now? Like to the station house.
Oh, I've been in there as well. It's been revamped and it's proper mummy,
What,
yummy,
again?
yummy mummy.
Are
Yeah, I went a couple of weeks ago.
Are those Italian birds you like still there, or have they gone now?
No, they're all gone.
Oh, really? Damn.
So fuck it. No, it's a proper, like, when I went there a few weeks ago,
So I like their pizzas. Their food was good in there as well.
food's good, but fucking kids everywhere. You know, it's a proper it's a family place now, and that's the worst place to go for a beer.
Yeah.
So
Oh well, so long, Mo. I hope you're listening to this inside. You know,
Yeah,
I
good
hear
luck, man. We had nothing but love for you, apart
Yeah.
from your extra £5.
25 quid. Those
Reap what you sow, bitch. But you know, I've never thought never wanted him to go to prison or anything like that.
I always thought he'd be smart enough that he would never have enough on him in the shop. I guess after years and years, you just, you know,
Yeah, where is he going to put it? In his fucking shed?
yeah, in his house where his family are.
Yeah, you know. But again, that probably.
This is it. This is, you know, it's like Breaking Bad. Eventually, you acquire so much money and you've got this operation going. That what the fuck do you do with everything?
And how do you keep it quiet enough that it doesn't leak back to? And this was an area as well that's like
Bit posh.
bit posh. Always cops around,
Yeah.
but he definitely got lax because there was a few times last summer when I went in there and the whole place reeked of ganj. Even so, like, because you would have to go in if there was people in there who were genuinely there to buy alcohol or Pringles for the party or whatever. You would have to peruse the shelves, you know.
Look at the wine selection for hours.
Look at that, a Merlot 2013. That's a good year. And you'd have to wait, and then they would leave, and then you'd be like, all right, and go straight up to the desk, and it was under the till and blah blah blah. But he definitely got lax because I was in there waiting, and a woman who was buying stuff was like, "It really smells like marijuana in here." And he was like, "Oh, I think a guy came in earlier, and he must have been smoking it, and the smell's kind of lingering in the heat." She was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, no, that's fair enough. I just let you know, it stinks in here." And he was like, "Oh, okay." It's like, yeah.
Oh,
You gotta be careful, man.
You know,
You can't be
I'm
doing
gonna
shit.
wait. I'm gonna wait 8 years, and hopefully, well, actually, he'll be out in 4 years for good behaviour. I'm hoping I run into him just because I want to hear from his mouth who grassed them up. I just want to know. I want to know, was it?
You really think he knows?
Yeah, he'll have his fucking suspicions. Whether he knows. Well, something must have happened in court. You know, word must have come through. You know.
Well, yeah. What it said
There
on the
was always-
website, it was complaints from local residents.
Yeah, it'd probably be someone that lived above or lived opposite.
Yeah, just got a bee in their bonnet.
Yeah, and just because you know, some nosy neighbourhood watch type person who was always looking out the window and just started writing a log. Oh, suspicious character outside waiting for shutters to come up.
And that's the thing, though. But it might not have even been that. It's like, you know, people that go in there and spend a few minutes in and come out and buy a little bag of ganj. Probably not the issue. It was probably
Cokeheads.
It was other stuff, you know. If he's got weapons and he's got that much cash, he probably just attracted a certain
element
that.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
I mean, you going in there and getting a little bag of ganj and leaving is not going to alert anyone.
No,
but you know, certain types. I'm not going to make any accusations.
No, we don't need a lawsuit on our hands, Scott. We don't
certain
need a
people
lawsuit.
that like to wear jeans and Armani t-shirts tucked into them, you know, just dodgy types.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
This song called The End of the World, and I hope you enjoy it. Well, I was flipping through the channels on the TV set last night. Thank you. When I came across some TV preacher guy, and he was talking about some prophecies, and I think I heard him say that tomorrow was the end of the world. So then I went into my kitchen and I reached for the top shelf and I grabbed the finest wine that I could find. Cause there's no need to save the finer things for later anymore, since tomorrow is the end of the world. And then I got into my car and I drove to Liberty and Vine. And I asked some dude where I could score some blow. And then I went up to the prettiest hooker I could find and asked if I could do a line of coke off her vagina. Well, much to my surprise, she said she didn't have a vagina. And much to my surprise, I didn't care. Cause there's no need to not be doing tranny hookers anymore, since tomorrow is the end of the world. So have a smoke, shoot some smack, kick a little kid in the face, steal some old lady's groceries. Cause there's no need to not be an old lady grocery stealing little kid in the face, kicking, smack, shooting, smoking, whatever I said, guy anymore, since tomorrow is the end of the world. But when I woke up this morning, I took a look around, and of course I saw that everything was fine. But I'm still gonna have to thank that televangelist preacher guy, 'cause I had myself a fucking good time. Oh, thanks.
Right, let me explain the EU to all you fuckers out there. It's nice and simple. You had a vote. Your vote didn't mean shit in the first place, because whether we leave or we stay is like asking me if I want the world to be made out of candy or chocolate. There's no fucking difference. Like, do I want to remain in this or do I want to leave this? I can't see it. It doesn't fucking exist. Like, you know. So, it doesn't make any fucking difference to you whether we leave it or stay. It makes difference to the people in charge, and that's not you fuckers. So, we've left now, and you know, I like saying I was a European, but I didn't care that much. And neither should you.
You're still part of
We're still Europe anyway.
Europe.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean our country's moved. It just means we're not part of the gang anymore. You know, that's quite upsetting and sad. But sometimes being out on your own and being a bit of a rebel, that's good as well.
It was one of the things I actually liked about Boris Johnson during it, how he was so vociferous about, we need to leave, we need to leave, we need to leave. And afterwards it was like, yeah, but obviously that doesn't mean we're not going to talk to people.
Doesn't mean we're going to stick a big wall around the country and be like, la la la, not listening.
You're not allowed to buy strawberries anymore, go fuck yourselves. We're going to keep them all.
We're eating parsnips for life now. Sorry, guys.
No, and there's a certain beautiful simplicity to that I think's been lost, and people would think that that means he's an idiot, but he was just a great sounding board for that idea.
I like the way as well
that's
that
what
Farage.
this whole thing lacked.
I like
ideas.
I like the way Farage was like, right, I quit now. And was like, oh fuck, you're not allowed to do it. You can't just leave the country in the shit and then leave. Yes, he can.
No, I've been a Euro MP for 10 years.
Yeah.
And people are sending death threats to me. I did my bit. Go fuck yourselves.
What do you think about all this? Oh, there was like an increase in like hate crime. Like suddenly the country got more racist.
No, I think probably just a certain element felt brave for 48 hours and went out with spray cans, made a fool of themselves, and just galvanised the other side's belief in getting together and marching.
This is the thing as well, is that when you actually hear what these examples of hatred and horror are, predominantly it's just a drunk dude shouting some abuse at someone in the street.
But it must be horrible. I mean, there is a certain level, like the ignorance around it all, that low level, just probably felt they feel emboldened by it. So I do feel a bit sorry. The stupidity
should
be shouted at for wearing a hijab.
I gotta say, well, that's what's really stupid, is that the majority of this hatred was directed at Muslims who aren't part of. That's not part of Europe anyway. What the fuck are you talking about?
It's one of my favourite sound bites from the news. Like, why did you vote leave, sir? And he was like, immigration. They say it ain't about immigration. It is about immigration. I don't like all these Muslims coming over it. And he was like, yeah, but it was the European Union. And he just went, what about Turkey?
They're not part of us either yet, mate. Right?
They're not part of European. Yeah, but they want to be. Yeah. Maybe I want to be fucking. I'm trying to think of someone I want to be. Nope.
No, draw the blank there.
Nope. Struggling being me. But no, it's all.
I can taste the ashtray when I smoke that.
Yeah, you shouldn't do it.
No, it's.
You should not do it.
It doesn't matter. It's not going to make me want to smoke at all. But I want to get a bit high.
For all the people that aren't in the room, he's just made a joint with.
It's a little
tobacco.
tiny joint. It's got a lot of tobacco in it, which is from the most disgusting cigarettes known to mankind, and some weed. But
it just stink up my lovely living room.
Oh.
Yeah, well, don't worry, mate. It takes more than me stopping smoking to get this living room to stop smelling like tobacco.
It smells fresh when you come in.
And so do I. That's the best thing.
Well, that's the thing I can't appreciate, because I can never smell it on me, and once I stop smoking, I can't smell it on me either.
No, just go up to someone that smokes.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean actually.
That's how you smelled.
Someone got on the train and then they stood near me and they just
And
had
you
a fag.
just went, fucking hell.
I didn't go there. I'm not
In your head, not out loud.
No, but I don't think that anyway because I think to myself, we should still be allowed to smoke. Like that person should be allowed to smoke.
It should be allowed. I'm not saying it should be banned. I just think, oh my god. No wonder.
I think no wonder people didn't want to sit next to me on the fucking train and the bus and stuff.
Yeah. Smell like someone's granddad.
Yeah.
Not good.
Not good. Instead, now I just smell like BO and shit.
Just when they thought I was out, they pull me back in.
There was this thing on the TV, I can't remember what it was, and it was this guy, and it's one of those like body shock things, one of those shows that just really and this
The
guy,
ones I don't watch.
yeah.
No,
Well, anyway, I can't remember what it was, but it was like the guy whose body fell off, and he just caught a cold one day, and the next thing they know, they show him, and he's got he's lost all his limbs. They had to chop off all his limbs, so both his legs and both his arms, and the front of his face, like all around his mouth, was just gone. Like he got he got some common cold, and obviously
Just
had
went
some
mad,
savage infection or something like
bacterial
that.
shit.
And trust me, he looked like you've seen Hannibal. He looked like that dude from Hannibal. His front of his face. He looked so scary, and he was he was like, oh, even my son's scared. I was like, I was thinking to myself, it's not just your son that's fucking scared. Anyone that sees you scared. Like, you got no lips and no mouth.
It's like that scene in Batman with the Joker, give me the mirror. The mirror!
But the funniest thing, it wasn't funny, but
The most humorous part of that tragic story was.
There wasn't any humour, but I managed to find some. Was they were like, oh look, they show like a couple of months later, and he waddles into the room. He's got these two prosthetic legs, and everyone's like happy, and they fixed up his face, but it looked so shit. Like they've gone over, they've like given him new lips and new mouth, but it just looked like someone got some plasticine and stuck it on there.
Like Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah, it was. There was no distinction. It was just like, yeah, you got plastic there now.
Yeah.
You would have thought they could have just done that before.
Yeah.
Could have just got some putty and covered it over, or just, I don't know, worn a big fake moustache. And
They could do some wonderful things. They can't do miraculous things.
I'm sure in a couple of years' time, like, wasn't there someone?
A double hand transplant this week.
Yeah,
That's pretty sick.
that'd be awesome for wanking, because you'd be like, oh, it's someone else's hand.
Feels just a bit different.
I'd ask for a woman's.
But then isn't there that whole thing about how people that have heart transplants sometimes get the memories of the person.
Oh, what movie have you been watching?
No, I'm serious.
That's like, isn't there a film where someone gets new eyes put in and they see the murders that have been committed by that murderer?
There was a
Is that what you're
Simpsons
thinking
episode
of?
about it. No, no, there's an actual phenomena where you can have like trace things of the person whose limb it was, which is just freakish.
Well, what were they? What were they discovering?
It was heart and.
He really.
Google it. I'm not the font of all knowledge.
I've got this memory of eating a chip butty that I never ate before. Like, it must be that new art I got.
I just remember this beautiful woman speaking to me in Norwegian. I couldn't understand a word she was saying.
Well, that's a benefit. It's like Total Recall. So not only do you get new body parts, but you also get new memories as well.
Yeah, but what if they did something really horrific? That's why they're now a donor, and they just have two hands or two eyes or something just laying about. It's like,
that's their punishment, is to have body limbs removed.
Yeah,
sold on the black market.
Where did these hands come from? You probably don't want to know. No, I do want to know. Do you remember Anders Breivik? What? He's dead? Yeah, and these are his hands. Oh, no wonder I want to kill teenagers.
Yeah, do you reckon like some people would have tattoos on their hands and stuff, and they'll be like cheaper? Okay, it's like when you go to the scrapyard. All right, look, we got these hands. These are perfect, like never been used. We've got these ones. They're a bit fucking airy.
Yeah,
like they're airy and a bit,
Trouble is, it says cunt on one knuckle and fuck you on the other. So, I mean, but they're a perfect match.
The guy had 7 fingers on one hand as well. 8, 7. No, 7.
Fuck it, I've got none. I can't be greedy. I can't be picky. Look at my water bill there.
Yeah, I was wondering what this was.
There you go.
You have to pay £33 a month.
Yep.
Apart from in May when you pay £103. What's that?
Did I?
What it says? It says you paid £103 1 month.
Oh yeah, I think that was last year. I think I just paid up like 3 months, so I didn't have to worry about it again.
You're backlogged or something.
Something like that. I can't be living without water. I learned that very early on in life.
Yeah, but you always hear these stories about people, you know.
Put that
I
back
watched
then.
that show, you know, pay or fucking take it away.
Oh yeah.
And then you got people living in houses that haven't paid any bills or rent for like a year, and they're only just getting them out then.
Yeah.
So, and you know, I reckon it's a lie. I reckon they can't turn off the water. It's just like, you know, some sort of idle threat that they make. Like,
There's a weird thing in America where if someone's on a life support machine in the house, even if you don't pay the bill, they're not allowed to turn it off.
well, you'd hope so, wouldn't you?
You would hope so, but then again, you wouldn't put it past them because, you know, they're cunts that are just trying to make money. But yeah, apparently they... So all you need is to like...
Seriously,
I've got a spare room. Put him in his iron lung in there.
I was thinking more, you know, attack loved ones and, you know, mutilate them and beat them until the inch of their life, and then put them on the life support, and then you're free electricity.
Is what she would have wanted.
She's not working at the
not
moment.
to be stressed about my water bill.
She's not working. She's not bringing in the income into the house. She might as well pay for the elec.
You can contribute to the electric by being comatose.
Just drink this cyanide, but you know.
I was thinking about it. Like, what kind of injury would I need where I'd never have to work?
Well, now
Cut a pinky off?
no. Even if you lost a leg, people with no legs can work.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is those ones that do and are like, I'm just the same as you and I want to get back to a normal life. Ah,
Do you know who I blame? Those fucking Paralympians, like.
yeah, the real superhumans.
Yeah, they've said all the people that are on the dole with for like a bit of a dodgy foot now, they ain't got no fucking excuse, do they?
And you make lazy people look really bad. We're just trying to get along just the same as you.
They just have people on the dole like for, you know, their own Olympic, you know, competition. So you got the Olympics, you got the Paralympics, you got the Dole Olympics, and it's like, you know, people. Oh, I ain't left the house for six years, but I'm gonna do the 100-meter race, and you got all these fat fucks, like, you know, with KFC buckets strapped to their chest.
I've been signed up for the ski jump. They're just gonna put me on a fucking tea tray and push me down
on an old mattress from the garden.
Oh, I think he broke the record, but he may be dead, John. Yes, that was a terrible fall, and because he doesn't have hands to break them.
But luckily he's landed right next to the bookies, so he's alright there.
Fucking Olympics. That's only like 2 weeks away. And people are just getting kidnapped left, right and centre.
There'll be a lot of kids with small heads after those Olympic Games.
Good at high jump. Because all the weight's in your head, that's what carries you over.
But they wouldn't be very good because their heads would be too light, wouldn't they?
Oh yeah.
Damn. Our plan to breed some superhuman.
See that, Zika people? I try to include you.
I don't know. There'd be something kind of cute about it. I don't know if you ever saw the Super Mario movie, but in the Super Mario movie, they've got those really big guys with the tiny heads.
The Goombas.
Yeah, they will have lots of people that look like that, like Goombas walking around.
Yeah, maybe not base people on that shit film. I'd rather everyone walked around looking like the dude or something from The Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
Look at that Goomba.
Little pigs, let me come in. Not by the hair on your chinny chin chin. Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in. me.